Hey, beautiful people, and happy, magnificent Monday. I hope that you've had a beautiful day. I hope that you've had nothing but reasons to smile. And if you haven't, I can always give you this guarantee that by the time I am done, you will have something to laugh at, and that will usually be me. So stay along for the laughs and the excitement. Tonight will be short and sweet, but I wanted to come to you with something that will boost you up on Monday. I know it's Monday gloom for some, and so we want to get out of the feeling of Monday gloom, and I want Mondays to start feeling like Fridays for you, so I'm here to feed you some excitement. Hey Tyson, how are you? All right. You know, I like to start from the book with all my positive stuff first, so here is one for today. There is a great deal of unmapped country within. I know that's right. Each and every one of us have unexplored territory that we need to try to get to. No, not try. We need to get to in 2021. I think 2020 has kept us pretty isolated, so it's time to go and see and feel and enjoy. And don't forget, the outdoors, it might be locked up going into places, but don't take away from the opportunity of being able to go outside and maybe see the countryside or the water or whatever can bring you a little bit of peace. When we cannot get what we like, let us like what we can get. I just wanted you guys to see that. I thought that was interesting. Do not weep. Do not wax indignant. Understand. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit. All right. Hi, Sarah. How are you? How are you? Hey, Walter. I'll let some people get here before I begin, but I will tell you, if you don't have a pen and paper, get it now. Let's take these notes because as we know, hey, Cherie, as we know, if we think we're going to try to remember it, we're only fooling ourselves. So make sure that you get your pen and paper tonight because it's going to be short, sweet, and fabulous. And I want to make sure that you remember the most of it because for me, I can say I'll remember it, and sometimes that doesn't happen. So make sure that you get a pen and paper, quick notes, and we'll go from there. We're going to be talking about eagles tonight, people. Eagles. Good, Sarah. I'm glad things are good for you. I'm so glad to see you on here, and thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you have not, Lady Bolding Live on YouTube is definitely looking for eager people to subscribe. So in the event you'd like to come support me, please do. All right, so we're going to talk about eagles. I don't know how much we know about eagles, and I will tell you, I've always admired them, but it wasn't until I really looked into them for tonight that I had a whole new outlook on eagles, right? I just thought that they were great and rare and almost extinct at one time, and they had a really big, wingspan, and yes, Diane, I'm going to bring on those eagles. And we're not talking football because everybody knows I'm a Cowboys fan. So let's make sure that that's not the Eagles you guys think that I am talking about. So I will say I was kind of taken back by some of the characteristics of the eagle, let's say. So we'll go into that. And hi, Angie. Glad you could come. And so we are going to be talking about eagles. Get your pen and paper. I'm going to give you some facts on eagles. They're going to be short and sweet. You're going to be able to take this home with you in your everyday life. And it's going to help you get to places that you're trying to get to. I promise you, if we could all be eagles, it would be a greater place, especially after what I learned. So here, let's share more about eagles. 1, eagles fly alone at high altitude. Hi, Angela. Eagles fly alone at high altitude. In life, I'm here to tell you, whatever vibration you are, whatever you're around is going to be where you stay. We've talked about this, right? If you are doing low vibration things and making poor choices and hanging around the same people who may be bitter or angry or mad at life, you're going to stay in that vibration. So you're going to fly with maybe a lower type of bird. But an eagle, he flies alone. He understands that this is a one-man job, this whole flight in life, this whole, going. It's not about competition for him. He just flies higher. He just goes higher. So keep flying, fly high. The other thing is eagles have vision. They have vision. They don't give up. So let's just say an eagle is going for something. He sees that intention, whatever it is that he's going for, maybe his food or whatever he's looking to go get. And let's say something gets in his way. He doesn't forget what he's doing. He moves to the right or to the left, but he never forgets the mission. So eagles have vision. You have to have vision. Third, eagles are fearless. Eagles are fearless. They don't go around and, when something happens, and we're going to get into the storm because that's my favorite part. They're fearless. Just know that you have to be fearless. And I'm not talking about ruthlessly fearless. You don't see an eagle go running itself into a telephone pole because it's fearless. We're not talking about that kind of fearless. We're talking about he has no fear. Not that he's going to go do something stupid to prove he's fearless. There's a difference. The other one is eagles are tenacious. They don't have time to sit there and threaten or do whatever. They just do what they're there to do. They're just tenacious. They keep on continuing to do what it is they want to do. Eagles never eat dead things. This one blew me away. So they don't eat like dead carcasses or whatever. They go for freshwater fish. They go for things that are still running or whatever, but they eat things that are fresh. And we need to be reminded of that. We should be taking in things that are good for us. We should be taking in things not because we are trying to be lazy with ourselves, but to be mindful about what we're doing with ourselves and taking in good things. And eagles prepare for training. They don't just sit on a branch and never flex their wings, never, sharpen their talons, they practice and they're there, they train. They don't just, have you seen one who's trying to get out of its nest? You'll notice that it bounces around on the branch a little bit. It kind of tests its waters. It goes, okay, well, all right. And so it practices. It lifts its wing, and every time it lifts its wing just a little bit higher, and before it takes off. And the other one is the eagle poses vitality. They're all about life. One of the things that's interesting about the eagles when it's training its young, it nurtures the baby while it's, the egg, of course. And then as the baby is born, it makes sure that the nest is padded and that there's nothing missing in its nest, that it's safe and it's secure and it's soft as we should. But when that baby eagle starts to get very mouthy and that parent knows that it's able to actually start to fly itself, it stops coming and visiting the nest as often. It stops giving it that plush environment, and slowly but surely that nest will start to disintegrate, and that baby eagle has to sit there and practice its wing on the branch. But if mom kept bringing it food and if mom kept trying to make it comfortable, that eagle would never test its wings. It would never flex itself. It would never practice itself. It would simply sit there and wait on the next meal. So remember that when it comes to eagles. The other thing that I thought was absolutely beautiful, and this is my take-home piece about eagles, and this is why I hope that you're listening tonight. If you take away nothing else, hi Scott, hi Ken, hi Ricky, hey Walter, if there's nothing else you take away from tonight, listen to this about eagles. Eagles love the storm. You heard me right. Eagles love the storm. They're the only birds that love the storm. When all of the birds try to flee from the storm and hide, eagles fly into the storm and they'll use it and the wind of the storm to raise them higher in a matter of seconds. Okay, let me give that to you one more time. So an eagle is the only bird that loves the storm. So you're going, Amy, you want me to love the storms of my life? No. But I want you to take the fact that they're going to raise you higher if you let them. If you're going to sit there and you're going to stay on that faulty branch and cry and scream and squawk and whatever while the rain is coming down in your life, you're going to break the branch. And then you're going to say, oh, see, the branch let me fall and the storm was too hard. But if you take that storm and you keep going and you keep allowing it to be the very reason why you keep going higher, that's the whole purpose of the storm. On top of that, when an eagle gets beat up pretty bad and it realizes that it's not flying like it used to, maybe that last storm kind of took a feather or two. Maybe it, when it looks at its talons and they're not as sharp, when the nails aren't as sharp, and they realize that they could possibly be prey to a bad situation, they take themselves to the highest mountain that they can, the safest, most beautiful place in the middle of nowhere, and they pluck out their own feathers. They break their beak and they break their nails, their talons, the nails, and they stay up there until they rebuild. You think that they're up there killing themselves, but in reality, in their silence, they're building themselves. And when they're done plucking out every feather, and when their beak grows back, and when their claws come back and all that good stuff, they go back out and they fly better than they did before they went in and took all those feathers out. If an eagle knows he has to go put himself on timeout, pluck his own feathers, and get himself right so he can get to the life that he deserves and even better than where he started, what are we doing? What are we doing? And you might be sitting there going, yeah, but whatever. Oh, you want me to get biblical about eagles? Oh, there's over 15 scriptures that I looked up alone. And I wasn't even trying to look, but I was looking because I know somebody's going to go, okay, that's a cute story, but what? What do you mean, but what? Go to Isaiah 40:31. Go there. And then when you want to talk about renewing, where he goes and he takes all the feathers and this and that, how deep the renewal is, go to Psalms 103:5. Go on, check them. Or you can even look on your cell phone. We love those things. You can go ahead and Google in there Bible scriptures relating to eagles. And every time it talks about eagles, it talks about renewing, just like the story that I told you. It talks about vision. It talks about flight. It talks about going higher. It talks about standing alone. All the same things. So there's an eagle in you. There's an eagle in me. And I don't know what your belief is, if you believe in God or Sally or the universe or whatever it is, that greater power, there's an eagle in it too. So know that there's an eagle in you, and it's up to you. So here goes what I call, this is where I'm gonna give you the good stuff. I want you to choose. I want you to choose to allow that eagle in you to live. I want you to choose to fly high and not be afraid of that storm. I want you to choose to believe in yourself. I want you to choose to love yourself. I want you to choose that there is not one thing that's greater than you can handle. You got to understand that, because you're not in this thing by yourself. You're not in this thing by yourself. There's something bigger than you, and you know this. You need to choose to be honest. Choose to be comfortable and uncomfortable. Choose to let nobody have the power over your peace. 2021 is your year. It is your year. Stop looking at the media. Stop looking at things that you're looking for to give you your truth. Your truth is within you, and there's an eagle in there. Go fly that thing. And if it ain't right, take yourself to the top of the mountain, pluck out every feather, break that beak, and let it grow back brand new. You guys, you're beautiful and you're loved. And I tell you this all the time. So fly your eagle. Fly your eagle. Do it. That's all I have for you. I wanted to come to you short and on fire tonight. And remember that you are loved. Remember to tell yourself at least 2 times a day, I can. I will. And I am so worth it. Absolutely. You are so very, very, very worth it. I hope that you have something planned for this evening, like writing in your journal that we talked about. That's important. Okay. That was just one of those moments. You guys are totally awesome. All right. And I will see you tomorrow at 6. I will tell you though, this is how committed I am to you. Is at 6 o'clock tomorrow, I will be out and about because I have an event. But what I'm going to do is break away from the event just to talk to you at 6. So I have something coming for you, my Eagles. And again, I'm a Dallas fan, so I definitely don't mean Philadelphia Eagles. We are talking about those real Eagles. Hey, Mark. Hi, Carmen. So anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Again, if you have a topic matter, you can inbox me. And if you want the 2021 calendar, if you inbox me, I'll tell you how to get it. God bless you. Live your best life starting right now. And fly, Eagles, fly. Hey, Danny. All right. God bless you guys. Have a good night.